Will you marry me, Citra? Yes, I'm already here. The way I laughed. You dumbass.
Bitch,
she's already had a wedding today. This is your second wedding.
this is.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes, let's love. Just, she's already, like, you don't have to court, you don't have to do anything anymore. It's already happened.
She's already watched you. She's already sat through you telling her you may go to jail on a drug charge.
Yes.
Convinced her father
Yes.
that you're a stand-up guy, and you have the audacity to say, "Will you marry me?" with a cheap shit pawn ass ring.
It's true.
She's like, "Get up, motherfucker, and let's get this over with so you can bang me into infinity."
Don't pull over. Don't pull over, y'all. That's me.
This is 90-Day Fiancé.
This is reality gaze. I'm Maddie, and that's Poodle.
Don't touch me.
And you can't see it because the first video didn't record, apparently.
Ah!
We got the audio, but the video went south. But
Your apartment is a hellmouth.
there is a jinx in my apartment, although you did stop, so we don't know why.
You're not blaming me for this.
But if you're looking on the intimate portrait for part 2, you're looking at my apartment right now. I got Poodle in my space. It's nice.
No, it feels oppressive.
You couldn't see it last time, but here's my little Sophie, my little
Get it
Sophie
away.
girl. Look at her. She said, "I love you."
That is not.
I love you.
I will say that is not an upholstered actual Sophie.
No. A lot of people. It's so realistic. This website. People did think I had my dog taxidermied.
Yeah, I think it's strange.
I don't think I could do that.
It's weird.
I wouldn't enjoy that. But this is my little Sophie.
I'm sorry for those of you who do it. I think it's
Yeah,
weird.
She's my sweetie. Okay.
That's a soulless stuffed animal.
Well, I enjoy it. I enjoy it because it makes me think of Sophie, and I enjoy it because it freaks you out.
It's not your little sweetie. It is an actual. It's not even a copy.
Oh, we got to open that box together. That's from a sissy. I keep meaning to bring it to you.
Can we not do that on the air?
No, but we do get to do an
Thank
unboxing.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, y'all, Poodle's on his second vodka in, and I'm having a hard noon. So we're gonna see.
I'm
High
over
noon.
here. High noon. Why are you calling it hard noon?
Maybe because of hard seltzer, even though it's not. It's vodka.
I think there's something in it that doesn't sit well with me when I drink high noons.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's not enough alcohol in it.
Maybe that's it.
I think that's it.
Maybe that's it.
If it doesn't,
maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
if it doesn't
John.
sound like it's clean or feel like it's burning your inside.
If it doesn't taste like turpentine, I'm not interested.
Y'all, sissies, we are going to be talking about the new couples released for Happily Ever After. Still, we think some usually are always released kind of after an episode or two.
I cannot believe Ashley and Manuel are not going to be on Happily Ever After.
I think they still will be once they get. We see if they get married or not.
Yeah.
Because they might not. Because there's a hurricane.
There's a hurricane in Hartford, Hampshire, and hurricanes hardly happen.
We want to remind you. We talked about it a lot last episode, but I'm seeking Sister Wife March 4th. It's coming out on the cringe tier.
Cringe tier, $8 tier, Reality Gaze Plus.
You're going to get to try before you buy. We're going to put one episode that's going to be out on the public feed, and then the rest will go behind the paywall.
Don't worry, Garrick and Danielle are back, and it's just as horrifically awkward, it looks like. I saw the trailer. The Davises are back. I don't know if anybody else is back. It
I'm
looks
gonna try
like
to go back
it
and
looks
watch
like
the
there's
old season.
3 or 4 other couples that I don't know. One wife is really cringily asking, "Hey, do you want to date my husband?"
Gross.
But they all have that kind of like polygamy glint in their eye. So that is necessary. It's kind of like all the women on Couple to Thruple have the look of a Manson girl.
Yeah.
They all like, especially Corey. Have you seen the blonde one?
The blonde one.
Yeah.
I've only watched it.
Y'all,
It's messy. It's good.
All of the women, all of the guys are definitely swinger vibe.
Oh,
like
yeah.
too cool, where like they carry cock rings when they go to work.
In other words, guys you date.
I don't date swinger guys. That's a very specific type.
You've never dated a swinger guy?
I've fucked them.
That's what I mean.
I don't date 'em.
When I say date, that's what I mean for you.
No. But all the women have this kind of like, if you ask, do you want to go join a cult? They would go, yeah, I've always been into that.
I would love that. Yeah, they do. They do.
All of them have that vibe.
They do.
It's a very entertaining show on Peacock. Couple to Thruple.
Couple to Thruple. We've already talked, but Love is Blind. It's up now. The first 6 episodes are up now on the $5 tier of RG Plus. The first episode is up on the public fee for your enjoyment. So if you want more of that, jump in.
You'll listen and you'll be just as obsessed as Chelsea is with knowing that it's with finding out if Jimmy is actually attracted to her.
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
I think you think the answer is no. Jimmy's computer says no on that.
I laugh because it's painful.
It's painful.
Holy fuck.
Great season. It's a great season. I was on my friend Brittany's podcast, My Only Friends. We talked about that a lot more the first episode, but
yes.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, check about that. And also, we did a collab with I Think Not with Joey and Ellen. That's
huge news.
That'll be dropping at the end of
28th.
this month, the 28th. So, and we're going to end up having them on. They are big Love After Lockup fans.
They are. Well, they cover it on their Patreon.
So we definitely will be talking to them about, but they're watching older seasons.
Yeah.
So like they don't know what happened with Chance.
I spoiled Chance for Ellen.
When you said Chance fucked a guy, Ellen went,
yeah,
like
she
her eyes
looked,
popped out.
and then Joey said, "I told you."
It was really good. We talked to them for like 4
They're
hours.
so gay.
They are. Ellen is the gayest of all of us.
I told Ellen. I said, "You have some nerve talking about gay people." I said, "You've been the last exit to Gay Town for every guy you've ever dated."
It's true. 4 hours we spoke to them. So it's going to be on their regular feed, and then also their Patreon's called Swamp Talk, which is fitting. We're on that too. So, and we're talking about frogging.
It was fun.
Very, very fun.
Very, very fun collab. I was exhausted after. I had to call someone after just to pummel me because it was so gay.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Proud. Tour dates.
Y'all, finally.
I'm going to let you do it.
You're
I'm
long-
not saying what.
Can you please shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Here's the deal, family.
But the tarot card said it's going to go fine. So the reading's fine.
No, it's not.
Going to go good.
We finally have tour dates.
We do.
This is the If You Can Dream It tour.
If you can dream
It is going to begin in April, probably the first week in April.
Yeah.
And
I'm
probably
seeing my accountant right before it.
Probably, who gives a fuck?
Well, she couldn't fit me in. I might have to see her on Easter.
I don't give a shit.
Well,
no, neither does anyone else.
You should. It's your taxes too.
Yeah, but they don't need to know this.
That's true.
Thank you. And probably going to go through mid-June. So we're out there a lot. I believe 22 to 23 cities this time. More than we've done before.
I think later, because our last date is in Boise on the 28th.
We're not going to fucking Boise. Spent a week there one night.
You spent a week there one night.
That's a joke. It's
That's
an old
I've never
joke.
heard that joke. That's good. I like that.
I could use the worst material on you
What? I
Yeah.
was being complimentary. I thought you were funny. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, lots of malicious.
Yeah, we're not going to Boise. Anyway, yeah.
But okay, here's the deal.
When's it
Listen,
happening?
listen,
Tell us when it's happening.
listen. Dates, cities, and venues will be announced Tuesday on our Instagram. So follow us on Instagram if you don't already. On Instagram on February 20th, Tuesday, February 20th, we are dropping the where we'll be, what times, what dates, and what venues.
Yes.
Wednesday, the 21st of February. The 21st. Tickets will go on sale at 10 a.m. wherever your venue is.
So if you live in California,
it's 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. California time. You don't have to get up on New York 10 a.m. because their
10
time
a.m.
doesn't
too.
affect your time.
They're 10 a.m. too.
You just worry about yourself.
If
You're at 10 a.m.
when we do our show on Rapa Nui, aka Easter Island,
Easter Island,
it's 10 a.m. for them.
It's 10 a.m. for them.
We're not doing a show there, sadly, yet. It'll be me on top of a moai.
I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the statues on Easter Island.
Great. I didn't even know Easter Island was a real place.
Rube. Are you kidding me?
No, I knew.
Okay. So the 21st, we will, for RG Plus members, the pre-sale will begin. So in other words,
And Apple's people will get an audio podcast, so you'll know what it is.
yes. So at any level of RG Plus,
The 5.
the 5, the 8, the 15, the $100 level, which is only available on Piano Cat 77.
We did have a sissy once, and y'all should just do a $50 level. I'm like, what else could we give? Poodle, the inside of Poodle's rectum?
Too many people have seen that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And so at any level, you'll get a pre-sale code. And that will be, so just check your notifications for that. If some of you have said, I've turned off my notifications for Patreon or Supercast or whatever, you may want to put those back on.
Yeah, because that's how you're going to get the best.
Yeah.
Do you get that many emails from Patreon?
You do get a lot.
You get a lot.
But
And we said we were going to get our Spotify connected, and we've been slow on that. I'm going to work on that in March.
Okay. So then that's Wednesday. On Friday, so I would act.
So nothing's happening on Thursday, just the pre-sale.
Well,
Wednesday, Thursday.
people doing the pre-sale.
Okay.
I would suggest if you want VIP tickets, I would very highly suggest you go on and do the pre-sale because we are limited by the venue usually by how many we have, which are normally 50 per venue.
It's gonna be gone for the general public, y'all. Just saying.
Yeah, I if you want VIP tickets, you may want to join the RG Plus because otherwise it's join and then cancel. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
but I'm tired of hearing I wasn't a member and I missed. They're only 50.
I've never heard that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, we only can do what we can do.
So Friday on sale for everyone at
And it better
10
go
a.m.
smooth because I'm flying that day. So
That's
Poodle will be all on
That's
Poodle.
the 23rd of February. On sale 10 a.m. wherever you are for everyone.
Great.
Yeah, we're very excited.
We actually are very excited.
I want to get back out there.
We want to get back out there. I think too.
I
We both
see the world.
we're both just in a good places in our life. Like I'm just excited.
Speak for yourself.
I thought you were happy.
I am happy.
not.
I'm just. I said in the first podcast that happiness is an illusion.
You need to hire an assistant. You need a lesbian assistant.
It's very busy right now for me.
Who just handles your life for you. That's what you need. I keep telling you, but you say, I don't want someone in my house. You need someone just in your house who does shit for you.
I almost deleted that shared note. That was scary.
You come home and your laundry's just folded. Your poppers are all set out by strength, and you don't even have to search for them in the bucket in the middle of the night at 1 a.m. You know.
Can we just do the show?
Yeah.
Where are we? So y'all
17 minutes.
okay.
I think that's it.
Sam and Citra.
Sam, we're going to do Sam and Citra, and then we'll talk about
It's
HEA
2 hours to the American wedding. So just to wrap this up, we've converted to Islam, gotten married in a Muslim ceremony, and then there's the American ceremony, all on the same day. I would be exhausted.
It's a lot because there's 2 costume changes.
Yeah.
You're definitely running. Can you drink? Can they have coffee?
I
know
you can
Sam
drink caffeine.
because he's probably.
You can drink caffeine. Muslims can have caffeine.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's only Mormons.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Eel one. That's one of Citra's sisters says, "What's the wedding like?" And she's like, "Well, we're gonna get up there, and then I'm gonna kiss him." And she's like, "Ew."
Ew. But isn't that the one that ended up marrying the other brother?
Yes, y'all. They are so ready to get out of their father's house. It's not even funny.
It really is.
They have a picture in their like traditional like Indonesian wedding wear
That third sister might marry Luke.
That's true. If he's single,
I think he might be with someone.
It's very court of Louis XIV. They're all just marrying the siblings.
It is.
At one point, they're in the picture is very Wes Anderson. That they're giving.
Very Wes Anderson. I always wanted that. I always thought that would have been so nice when I learned about history to be like, hey, I'm a prince. So my daddy and mama are king and queen. I'm a prince or one of them. So I'm going to marry their friend's sister. And then my brother is going to marry their sister. Or my sister will marry their brother. Then I think it's sweet.
I'm pretty sure you never would come from royalty. Even back in your past lives. Especially when you say, my daddy and mama. Yeah, you didn't talk like that.
I guess dreams are dead. I just thought it would have been nice.
No, I don't want anyone. This is why I don't think I was royalty. I would not want to be. I would want to choose my own partner. I could never be.
So you think in every past life you've been an Enneagram 4?
Yeah, I do. I do.
That's a very Enneagram 4 answer.
Yeah, I was a courtesan in at least 3 of them.
100%. Like you've died of some nasty sexual disease.
No, I was a high class one who was like reserved for only like
no, that's what you told yourself. Meanwhile, you're wearing a merkin.
I was a consumptive slut.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
You were probably literally what Verity based an opera on.
Yeah, I hope so.
What a life.
I was dramatic enough.
What a life.
So, anyway, Herman is not happy about a Christian pastor marrying them. I can't believe this wasn't discussed earlier.
He looks like a Herman, too.
He does look like a Herman.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have, in Sam's defense, I wouldn't have thought of it. I just would have gotten a pastor and thought, well, it's not going to be religious. I mean, actually, I probably would have gotten a justice of the peace.
I think if it's a pastor, it's going to be a religious wedding. I think if they could have gotten a justice of the peace, it would have been a very different thing, I think.
Which I don't know.
I will say, because it's a Christian pastor, I think that's technically a Christian wedding. So I kind of, and her dad's like, you're Muslim now. You can't have a Christian wedding.
10 minutes in and he already fucked up, y'all.
And you know what, though? It is kind of amazing. And it seems like they're doing this so last minute. Mm-hmm. But he's like, that's all we could get. When did they try to book the imam? 3 days ahead of time?
Sam might go to jail because he didn't finish his paperwork. He's not on top of things.
That's a good point.
Yes. Why would Sam ever be on top of this?
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Right on top of that, Rose.
And so, y'all, there's this really cringe moment where they have to fire the pastor, which I've never seen on. I just didn't think they're like so.
It was really funny.
It's so nice to meet you.
Oh yes. I'm
so happy to marry you under God's law.
I'm really excited. Yeah, and Sam's just like,
we can't use you because I'm a Muslim now, and he's like, it's great to meet you.
I think they still paid him.
They still paid him.
They better have. At least gave
I'm
him
gonna be
hint.
honest. If I was there and they told me, I'm like, I completely get it. Can I still stay for the reception and eat?
Oh, you want cake?
Yeah. Anyway, so
Because
like,
you know this was a 5-minute wedding.
yeah. So they're calling everyone. Do you know who officiates weddings? I guess they're trying to do it the day of.
I think you can do this at the Universal Life Church though in like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Someone could have
I
gotten
need to
online.
do that.
What, you want to start marrying people
I
now?
would love to marry people. That would be so fun.
I-
I don't want to have a wedding anymore because I
you-
think marriage is dead. And,
Yeah, you would
but
be there. No
I'd
one's
love
gonna
to do
no
it.
one's gonna ask me to marry them.
Oh, that's a given.
No, I'm more associated with divorce.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if I was a deity,
Can you do that?
I would be the goddess of divorce.
Can you grant divorces? That's a job.
I would love to serve someone divorce papers.
Oh, you can hire Poodle to serve your divorce papers.
I would love to say, "Hey, you've been served. She's tired of you. Yeah, it's done."
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what? She's been fucking someone else for at least 8 months now. And also, he's got a bigger dick than you.
And none of that would be true, but Poodle would say it anyway.
No, I'm going to make them feel like shit because you're my client.
I think you'd be good at this. You would only do women divorcing men.
Oh, I'm not interested in men divorcing women. I'm not interested in helping out men at all, or especially straight men. I'm not interested in helping them. I want women to take revenge on men. That's what I'm here for.
Husbands and boyfriends, we'd love for you to come to our live show too. It's
Yeah,
very
but I'm going to
inclusive.
objectify you.
Oh yeah, you're going to be in Poodle's
That's the way
playpen.
things work.
You will be in Poodle's playpen.
You're in the upside down when you come to
a reality.
when you come to reality gay show. You're in the upside down, straight man.
Yeah, you already.
And you need to know where you are.
This is after
Not get mouthy with me either.
But I'm telling you this right now. You're going to be. I bet this is future because we're doing it before. But we did the crappies this weekend. For
Yes.
Benny.
We've
and Ron,
already
Benny and
done
Ron.
them, even
Ronnie
though
and
we're
Benny.
recording this.
I bet you. I'm calling it now. I bet you flirt with quasi-reality people shamelessly.
I wonder who'll be there.
I don't know.
Well, it's like with Luke. It's like
It's gonna be like that. Well, is Ryan Bailey gonna be there?
I think so.
And Casey's gonna be there. So we're gonna see a lot of our pod friends.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Last year was when I sat beside Ariana before it all happened, and I asked her, "How's Tom?" And she was like, "He's fine." And that's all. That's the word that we spoke to each other.
you acted like you were best friends with her. You told me you had her phone number.
I didn't say I had her phone number.
You did.
I said I
You
had
said,
her.
I think we're gonna be texting.
I said I had her Instagram. So he's getting ready with his brother Tim, who is the more attractive brother, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna find somebody to marry her." And he's like, "Well, Luke can marry you." So we have Sam, Tim, Luke,
Good names.
all biblical names.
Very.
Samuel, Timothy.
I didn't know Timothy was a biblical name.
Yeah, Timothy in the Bible.
Don't know him.
Timothy, the books of Timothy. Timothy first.
There's a
Timothy
whole
1
book of Timothy?
Timothy 1 and Timothy 2.
Look at that.
First and second Timothy.
Look at Timmy.
Or as Trump says, 2 Corinthians. That's the worst Trump I've ever done.
Yeah, don't say the name on the pod.
Do you remember 2 Corinthians?
No.
He said that. It's like 2 Corinthians. That's the whole ball game.
Whatever. Whatever.
And so they're like, Luke can marry you. He's ordained. So he got an online license to marry people. And Sam's like, yeah, he's kind of a goofball. I don't know if he's going to do it. Like you're the put together one in the family?
Yeah, I think in some ways he is, but the dad doesn't say. The dad
No, I'm
said,
saying Sam.
I know, but maybe he is. But the dad said Sam is the one who's always taking forever to get his shit together. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
And Luke's
people
like-
that live in
People who
Glass
live in
houses.
glass houses shouldn't throw syringes. Shouldn't throw opiates.
I almost said crack houses, and I went, "Don't say that, Matt. That's
No, I was
insensitive."
worse.
And then you were worse. I was going to say they live in crack houses. Don't throw stones, and you made it worse.
Don't throw pill bottles.
Boom, 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 boom.
So anyway, Luke says, yeah, I got ordained for fun, and here I am marrying my brother. Pretty kick-ass. Pew, 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 pew.
Do I have to take off my hat? Nope. Done. Let's do it.
Let's get her done. I guarantee you, he quoted Larry the Cable Guy.
I kind of don't mind that. I don't mind it.
So y'all, I'm laughing through this whole thing because this was the most like country.
It wasn't fake.
No,
This really happened.
This was real. This was the most kind of like slipshod reality TV wedding by a family who's been touched by addiction. Everything is handled like this in this family.
I agree.
And so it's always like this. And I wrote down, wait, so one brother marries them and the other brother actually marries the sister. And I said, this is royal family shit.
And we could be royal. I liked it.
Anyway,
I think it's sweet.
It's weird. Herman thinks it's fine. And Dad's like, you're so beautiful. You look Cinderella.
She does. Her hair and her.
She looks
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
She's
a stunner.
She's no Jasmine, because Jasmine looked, I thought, stunning.
You know, I think Citra's dress.
But I liked Citra's dress and her hair and makeup.
I prefer Citra in this because Jasmine's boobs just look painful to me.
Well, that's just good. I mean, that's not we're not boob people.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm obsessed with boobies.
I know. It's like Aunt Darla got a real kick because yesterday was Valentine's Day. And so I called her.
Is this pertinent?
Yeah. Okay. I called her and I said, actually, you know what? I have a better story. So we were in this text thread.
I think I'd prefer the previous one.
No, I think you'll like this. So there's a text thread with all my family because my brother.
We don't do those in my family.
Well, my family talks to each other.
What do you mean? So do we. As least as possible.
At least it's fine. I'm not judging.
I just contact. You know what it is? I contact each of my family members when I want to.
That's great. I'm not putting a judgment on that. I'm happy for you. I'm just saying this is
sounded like it.
I'm just saying, Mother Poodle, this is how my family is.
Get on with it.
So my brother sends a video because he dressed up as Michael Myers to give a Valentine for my sister-in-law because she loves horror stuff.
How romantic.
Halloween. We had a sign that said, ghosts are white, vampires are dead. Valentine's would be better if it was Halloween instead. She loved it. And he gave her black roses. So he sends this in the thread, and we're all talking about it. And I, of course, make the Chelsea Mar joke. I got to make it. And I said, well, my aunts are on it. Well, Aunt Peggy's on this one, not Aunt Darla, because they don't talk. They don't talk. But anyway, I said, well, happy Valentine's Day. Just be careful of the VD. And so then people said VD, and then everybody starts. My cousin, who's a doctor, says, "I know what that is. I'm a doctor. We're talking, venereal disease, whatever."
I know what VD is.
Well, anyway, so we're talking about it, and then
did I look confused?
And so, and one of my friends is like, she's like, one of my 90-year-old patients had it. He also was wearing a thong. Like she's telling all this stuff. My mother, who hasn't
nightmare.
My mother, who hasn't texted on this thread at all, just jumps in and says, now remember, my dad's Chelsea and my uncle Andy is his brother.
Yes.
My mother just says, Chelsea and Andy had it, but they got it from a toilet seat, ... And I believe them. I was young and innocent.
Wow. So your uncle also said he got it from a toilet seat?
Yeah, because I guess my Aunt Jeannie got it too.
So your uncle was also a philanderer.
Yes, so my mom's just dropping this into our just family chat of a Valentine's Day thread. And I just responded, oh, Mom, #bless. And she says, what does #bless mean? Like, bless your heart? And I said, yes.
This is why I'm glad I don't have a family text chat.
And it's just so my mom that we're all having fun. It's and Mom says, like,
and she
what's funny? Your father cheating on me and giving me a disease.
You know what's funny? Your father betraying our family.
Yeah. What a riot. That's a Southern story for Valentine's Day for you.
I'm surprised one of your aunts did say, you are related by marriage to this family.
Oh no, they look at my mom as
one of their own.
well. Aunt Darla doesn't talk to my mom anymore though now because my mom bought a house with Peggy and not Aunt Darla.
I still think that's one of the stupidest things possible.
Anyway, they don't talk now.
Y'all, business money will ruin any type of family relationship.
Did mine?
Yeah,
Did mine? Did
yeah.
your mom and dad ever have falling out with money with siblings?
No, because they knew better to get into business or do anything financially with them.
Yeah.
Or if they did, it was never a loan. It was a gift.
Ah,
Yeah.
gift. Are we still recording? Everything's recording. We're good.
Anyway, y'all, Citra does say, my dad and I became best friends after my mom passed. She was a lovely person, and it's hard for her. It's hard for me, and it's hard for me not to have her here. And that's, we haven't heard anything about her mother the whole time. And she also says, I'm surprised Luke is marrying us, but it's kind of like when Joey married Chandler.
The power of friends.
Y'all, this woman watched Friends and said, this is my life, and I am manifesting this.
Yes, she probably would love the podcast, My Only Friends, that I'm on with my friend Brittany.
This woman said, I'm going to live where I can go to Central Perk. And then she went to Cameron, Missouri, and went, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's not giving up on her dream.
Well, and now that her sister's coming out here,
They can do anything they want.
and this is my theory. I think Dad's going to retire, and they're all going to want to be out here.
That's
Because
not a
if
bad
Dad
idea.
doesn't have a wife, Dad's going to want to come out here.
Yeah.
And he wants to be around grandkids.
That's true. Hopefully, Sam won't be in jail.
Well, I kind of feel sorry for Herman because I don't think Sam's the only one who dabbled in a little bit of the good stuff in this family.
What?
You think Sam is the only one who was using drugs?
Oh, in his family.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Oh, Luke has a look of it to me. Although it could be, but I thought he had a look of it.
I think, but judging by the way that the parents are, I think Sam is the disappointment. I think the other two were probably goof-offs and did things normal, like troubled boys will do, maybe. But I think Sam's the only one who did drugs.
Okay. I hope that's true. Now, what do you think? So,
I think addiction is in this family, though.
Oh, well, yeah. It's in what
probably the
family in
mom's
America
side.
doesn't have it. So anyway,
Dee Dee is here.
now she says this is the most Southern story. Sam, I would have came. I would have
come to your Muslim Islam ceremony.
Your grandma got sick, and I had to take care of her.
Grandma got ill.
She can't make that Metamucil herself, and then when she gets the shits like that, she gets backed up. Sam, we had to get up there. I had to actually take that wooden spoon and just kind of break up the shit.
And she always has 4 jars to me to open when I go
Oh,
there.
so many jars. Had to go through her mail, but I thought about you. Brenda!
So y'all, as I said before, he proposes to her by having a ring from the pawn shop.
He what?
He purposes him.
purposes.
He purposes to her. Purposes.
Smothered reference.
And she said, will you marry me? Yes, I'm here. Just get the fuck up so you can just give me your dick.
Yes. Can we funk? Do you notice next week when they show her hair looks totally different? Like he fucked her and she became blonde. I think she's got more highlights or something. I think it changed her.
I think it's something she's been waiting for so long. And now she's like, what's my next purpose? So next thing, y'all, they're husband and wife. And finally, he's like, finally they can fuck. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to explore each other. And I went, good God.
But in Sam's defense, he said, even though I hate that word. That made me laugh.
It was
He's
just
funny.
It was just the way you said it. I was just like, there's a camera on you.
I've decided I like them.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
good
fun.
for you.
Are we going to go? I'm going to
They're
talk about this on
fine.
the air so that way you can't say
I will
no.
say this. I enjoyed watching their story more than I thought I would. And it was nothing like we've seen in 90 Day
No, it's
History.
a good new thing. Are we going to go to Connecticut and see Darcy and Stacy? Can we go to Raina when we go on tour? Do we have time to do that?
Why are you asking me?
I want to do it on the show so then you feel pressure to say yes.
Why don't I think about that?
That means no.
like my mother would say, I'll think about it.
But we could get drinks at Debbie and Raina's bar and there'd be a tax write-off.
Here's what she'll say. My mother would say, we'll see.
Oh.
Yeah, yo, we'll see meant not in a million fucking years.
That's what that means from Poods.
I'm about to knock our recorder over.
Please don't. Don't knock the water over either.
It's time to talk about happily ever after couples.
Oh, let me get my phone. I want to get a good.
To remember who it is?
Yeah, exactly. And they lived happily ever after.
Remember, y'all, happily ever after has in the title has a question mark after it.
Happily ever
after?
Happily ever after?
Like John?
Happily ever after?
I am kind of upset we're not getting Ashley and Manuel. If we're not, maybe there'll be a
I like you brought this up. You said that usually we get a couple after.
Yeah. I'm shocked. No joke.
David Yates is talking on Instagram. Holy God!
Why does that sound familiar? Do I know him?
Are you kidding me?
Who is
the
it?
hot attorney?
Oh, from David and Annie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know his last name. You said that like he was a celebrity.
He is in my book. He's got that beard now and those muscles. God. Okay.
You can't when I talk about Dua Lipa, you can't freak out if I don't know David Yates.
This is part of our show.
All right.
That would be like me saying I didn't know who
yeah, exactly.
What's her name is? Who's the detective?
Fuck. Robin Martinelli.
Robin Martinelli, yeah. All right.
Miss Marinera.
Miss Marinera.
That's what they say. Miss Marinera.
I will.
Fucking Karen.
You have it in front of you or we can switch off. We can switch.
No, you can do it.
So first is Emily and Kobe. I'm surprised by this.
Me too.
She actually messaged. She said, I can't wait to hear what y'all say about me on the pod. I went,
oh y'all talk? Of course you do.
No, it's like a comment.
Oh.
I actually think I think they're going to be one of the more likable cast members of Hey.
Possibly. I
enjoyed talking to them
I
in
was
New York.
not a fan of her on this season, we remember.
You didn't talk to her. She kind of won me over in New York City.
No, I talked to her for a brief bit. Her tongue was so aggressively large in her mouth.
Because I have a large tongue too.
Yeah.
We have a lisp. And she said, I remember she messaged me. She said, does Jake make fun of my lisp? I went, no, because he already makes fun of mine.
The lisp is an easy target for her. I would make fun of her personality.
I'm excited. I'm excited for them having another fucking baby.
Also, her
dad just stressing out. And I need that sister who hates her.
Oh yeah. What? God, fucking. There is birth control and protection or condoms available.
Because I think they're still living with her parents in that basement. So I'm ready for that. So next is
Jasmine and Gino. That was a given, y'all. We knew we were gonna get it.
I'm not here. You can do the next one, and then the next one is
Nicole and Miss Mood and Mahmood.
Y'all,
they're in Burbank.
They're in Burbank, and she's got red hair, looking like a Lucy.
No, it's like Ronald McDonald.
It is more Ronald McDonald.
I gotta say,
very bright red.
I despised that storyline mostly because I feel like it was hopeless. Them being in the U.S., I'm kind of here for.
I'm so here for.
I know.
I'm going to say this now. I actually think this is a great cast of Happily Ever After.
I won't go that far.
I think they've got some old. They brought back some people who are older. They have some new, some problematic.
Can we talk about Lauren and Alexi?
Lauren and Alexi are next. Yeah, Lauren and Alexi.
I'm shocked.
It's been so long. I thought they were like, because what problems? You know what I mean? Like,
I
3
think
under 3.
It may 3 under 3.
3 under 3. That's their hashtag.
Maybe it was filmed when they had the last baby.
Maybe. I don't know what their story. I hope her mother's in it. That nag.
She's such a monster.
That's it. Her mother just makes Lauren feel like shit.
No, the mother was such a monster on their show.
And maybe Alexi will be shirtless.
I welcome them just for a change of pace, but other than that, pass.
But I like that they're starting to bring. Maybe this keeps a trend. I like that we're getting some older people we haven't seen on Happily Ever After in a while.
Maybe they'll bring back Alan and Killiam.
I kind of would love that.
No,
I kind of would.
No thanks. No older man and child bride.
I would like it.
Please no.
Okay, Patrick and Thais.
I was shocked by this because I forgot they existed until John was on the season.
I think she's going to step into her power.
I don't think they have any real problems. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you're wrong.
I think they're there for the money.
I don't remember. Do you forget though that I'm weirdly attracted to Patrick?
Yeah, it's weird.
He's such a nice guy for me, and I think he's hot. So
I think what he just did to John, on the Single Life episode was so shitty for both of them.
And but John really was way shittier to him. I think he's still a sweetheart.
But why? But why? Why? Because even if it's your brother, why sabotage everything?
What would you do if you met a boyfriend that I was dating for the first time?
What if I? But he obviously liked. They obviously liked meeting the girl. They just wanted to take down John.
Yeah, you would. Yes, that's just what brothers do, sisters do. You would totally do that. We would totally be shady.
That wasn't shady though. They literally destroyed him in front of her.
I think that was massaged.
I thought it was too, but they're acting like it wasn't.
Well, maybe we'll see on Happily Ever After. That shit was. I think they filmed both segments at the same time.
Probably.
Same time. Who's next? Hold on. I got one for you. I got him right here. Oh, bam.
Angela and Michael. Michael is stateside, y'all. He is probably going to Walmart, possibly Costco.
I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people.
World Market.
We cover them. Some podcasts don't. I am super excited for this because if Michael is finally coming to the U.S., this is literally, she's one of the OG people, 90 Day Fiancé. We have been waiting years for this. So
this is definitely years in the making.
Like almost a decade.
Yeah.
A long time. So if this finally happened.
It's a decade.
Well, no, they were on like season 5 of 90 Day.
Yeah.
A lot, but now we're on season 10.
No, I think they were on before the 90 days. They've been on before the 90 days and Happily Ever After.
But it's been like 4 or 5 years now we've been doing
At least 5 years.
So I'm excited for, it was kind of like on The Last Resort, watching Kalani and Asuelu fall apart. It was a catharsis, just a kind of, it was a completion.
It was so nice watching them fall apart.
It was a completion. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
It was nice. I enjoyed watching them fall apart.
I enjoyed it. And then that's it. Nobody else is on there of importance.
I'm convinced they're going to bring back Ashley and Manuel somehow.
You know, there also is. There is Big Ed and Liz. But
that's right.
They're not. We don't cover.
We will be covering
also,
them.
They're already completely broken up and not even together, and they're vocal about it. So
she's with somebody else.
Yeah,
she's with somebody else.
It's moot point. I think they're going to bring back Ashley and Manuel too.
Yeah.
Anyone else they could possibly bring back from this season?
Oh,
I mean, Nikki and Justin aren't married, so even if he came over, they would be on 90 Day.
The thing is, I think Ashley and Manuel, you know what they do? I just realized
Maybe
this.
Clayton and Anali?
They normally announce 2 couples from the previous season.
No, they usually, they wait till they do it before the tell-all, but after the finale episode. So we should know by the because next week is the finale, right?
Well, Gino and Jasmine, I think, was a because they waited until after the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're one couple. So
Yeah.
I guess it's Gino and Jasmine and then Ashley Manuel. That's what what I think too.
Yeah, I think so too.
God, I hope so. I need Ashley on my TV more. I'm not ready. Anyway, that is your happily ever after.
Yes.
I know a lot of you. It is usually not the best franchise. Hopefully, we don't have 4 episodes of this. That all said, I'm excited for this season.
And after that, y'all, is Before the 90 Days.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is, we know is my favorite.
But honey, it's going to be a long road before that. So why don't you just be present with what we got now?
Fuck off! Clayton and Anali.
I bet you were never happy with what you were given, and I bet your mother hated
Happiness is an illusion.
But your mother said, can't be happy this.
Clayton and Anali. Clayton and Anali. The wedding is in 7.5 hours.
Have we ever had a segment of 90 Day Fiancé that was positioned to be like the next 24? We were getting...
Dude. I'm expecting Kim to meet the cougar. that was such that is a 15-year-old reference. At least.
But
at least
there is
Kiefer Sutherland, they've got the nuclear codes. My daughter's being attacked by a cougar.
I didn't even watch the show, and I knew it so much because you and our OG friend Lindsay watched it.
Loved it.
But have we ever had actual time codes of what the time was when they had their wedding day?
No.
It was great.
I think one of my favorite moments was when Anali called her mother and said, Clayton's being really dramatic over this stripper, which is very normal for bachelorette parties here, and he's always been like this. And
Dora.
And the mom goes, you know what? You didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't your fault. Strippers are normal.
Strippers are normal.
I loved this. She called her hype mom. And mom hyped her the fuck up.
But I think she wanted her mom, I think Annalie wanted her mother to say, it's okay for you to leave. And instead the mother was like, basically all but
You're going to throw away 2 years?
Marriage sucks. It's terrible anyway. You might as well just fucking do it.
She almost, what
away.
I did not hear her say, but I felt like she's like, I'm with your dad a long time, and
not really happy.
Nothing's really turned out how I wanted.
No.
So,
why should you get yours?
Honey, take your chance on guinea pig fucker.
Yeah, on guinea pig fucker.
And because you don't know when a worse one's gonna come around the bend.
It actually could get worse, honey, than this.
What if she said, "Has he ever hit you?" That's what you expect her to say, like she's like, you should be grateful.
Be grateful. I'm gonna say this: if somebody sends you a text
the day of your wedding,
and they end their text saying guinea pig kisses, get out of that relationship.
I gotta say this: if I sent someone a text the day of my wedding and they hadn't even opened it until an hour before my wedding, I would be going to the house saying, "What's your fucking problem?"
I'm going to say this. Yes, Clayton is, but I brought it up before, and some sissies were talking about it on their Patreon comments. I am not a fan of her. I think she's cruel to him. I think she has basis for her emotions, but she takes that and she weaponizes it, and she's cruel. I think she takes advantage a little bit that, yes, he's got his issues.
He's a loser.
But I don't know if he's not, like, he's such a nerd and such an insult. Like, I think she takes advantage of that he doesn't know how to communicate well.
I see that. I think she is trying to establish how things will go in this relationship. I don't think it's right, but I think she's trying to establish power.
I
And I
actually makes it
don't
even
like it.
grosser, and I think that is 100% right.
I don't like it, but she wants to be the final say for everything. And
because game recognizes game. No, you're not like that anymore.
yeah,
I don't think you were ever like that in a relationship.
not this bad.
No, you never were.
I think a lot of this, though, I think she, in the beginning, she got a decent edit. I think the last 4 or 5 episodes for her have been a really rough edit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we also needed to take this in a strong direction. Because I think I see a lot of problems with him.
Oh,
the possessiveness, the jealousy. To me, he's a walking red flag.
You know what is interesting about this whole storyline? Brandy was right all along.
Yes, she was.
She's kind of the voice of reason in the whole damn thing.
My favorite thing that was said is Brandy's like, it's 5:53. And she's like, just a friendly reminder. And Clayton's like, I know it's a friendly reminder. And they just talk to each other with so much venom.
We do find out, and this Clayton has an older brother who died.
And I went, there it is.
There it is. So Clayton feels bad for his mom that she lost her son. He died quickly, I guess, in a car accident. There's the trauma of why he is.
I bet you anything too. This was the golden boy.
Oh,
this
100%.
was the golden boy of the family.
I bet he was good. I bet he was popular.
Yep.
I bet you would have thrown yourself all over him.
And Clayton was the one who felt.
And I would have dated Clayton.
And you would have. Yeah. And I will say, he probably he wasn't that golden, but after his death, they lionized him. And Clayton you have to speak well of him. And I guarantee you, they're all mad because this kid died.
I think so too.
And it just changed the trajectory of all their lives. Closet Mom went on a bender and started saving cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts, anything she could, collecting figurines.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You never know. Because if you save enough cereal, one of your other kids might not die.
Yeah, because they'll have something to eat.
Exactly. No, think about it.
No, hoarding makes sense to hoarders.
It totally does. But I'm saying it because it actually, everything became clear to me in this episode when I heard about that.
Agreed.
And I went, and also Clayton turning to computer games.
Yes.
And retreating to that. Brandy turning to anything alcoholic.
I bet you Cameron reminds Clayton of his brother.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was up half the night, y'all, because getting Baby Pig and Chocolate were fighting each other.
Yeah, it's true. 10 a.m. Anali doesn't know where to run, and then now it's 12 p.m. Boop, 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 boop. Literally, I don't know why he can't just walk across the hall and knock on the fucking door.
It's so stupid.
He acts like she's in another house. Y'all, she's just across the hall, locked in a room.
Later on, what about when Clayton starts to cry about his brother and Cam's like, it's going to be okay, bro. Remember RuneScape when we were playing last night? Remember I saved you in RuneScape?
He has no idea of how to comfort this
guy. Because they don't really know each other.
They don't really know.
They don't know each other.
They don't. You're right. Oh, God, the vodka's kicking in.
And so then Annalie's mom messages Clayton and says...
Oh, wait. No, hold on. 2:30.
Sorry. And she's
3
like...
3 hours until the wedding.
I hear you're unhappy about the stripper.
And then we have... Then it's... what is it? 2, 3...
1 hour.
1 hour until the wedding.
And she still hasn't responded to his text. Y'all, she's just on the bed.
But he's seen that she's read it. And Cameron He's talking to camera. And Clayton's like, how do I look? And he's like, yeah, you look good enough. And he's like, what do you mean I look good enough? He's like, well, I'm going to give it to you truthful. I'm not going to just tell you.
Because I would tell you you looked enough, and maybe good enough would be good enough for you, like when we're playing our games.
Yeah, wait. And then Clayton puts on the jacket. He's like, see? You look really
now
good.
Now the compliment feels real. See how
really
that works?
See, I tell you the truth.
X is equal to Y equals Z.
001. And then Clayton says, oh.
0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0.
And then Clayton looks at his phone. It's a binary joke. It is a binary joke. Clayton opens his phone and says, oh, she actually did open the message. And with about a beat, Cameron goes, oh, that's actually worse.
Then Anali's back at the Guinea Pig Hotel and saying,
are we at we're not there yet. Go ahead.
Anali says, you know what? Going back to Peru's always an option.
I don't want to make a mistake.
I got a job. I got a decent family. It's not a bad life. This is typical cold feet.
It's typical cold feet.
And
30 minutes until the wedding. Boop, boop, boop.
Closet Mom shows up with some Nutri-Grain bars that are probably expired.
Some snack wells.
Yeah. Intiments.
Yeah,
that were discontinued in 2012.
Snack wells.
Yeah.
Low fat.
Snack wells. She's like, I've heard a low-fat diet is the best way to lose weight.
We used to eat all my mother's snack wells, and she gets so angry.
Snack wells. They were awful.
Oh, but we would eat them all, and she would get so angry.
They were so awful. Snack wells. That unlocked a memory for me.
They had the black devil's food ones, and then they had the
awful.
Then they had the vanilla ones. No, watch Katie Couric's Fed Up. It's the reason why all of us have to. Their pancreases are fucked because we have so much sugar.
Did they taste good to you?
They tasted fine.
Oh, you have no taste buds.
But they took out the fat and put in the sugar.
Exactly.
That's why all of our pancreases are fucked and everyone's taking.
Thanks, Katie.
All those. Yeah.
But I wrote down more members of the cast of Dope Sick file into this venue.
Boy.
This is some Kentucky shit.
Some Kentucky shit.
Holy
Looked
God.
a lot like my friend's funeral I saw at Northwest Baptist the other day.
Northwest?
Wait, no, that was Free Will Baptist. I went to that funeral.
So,
it's a sweet funeral.
Brandy's there with a smoky eye because of course she is.
And now we have 5:30. Boop, boop. Scheduled time of the wedding.
Now, I will say this. Don't keep people waiting at any kind of wedding.
She is 23 minutes late to her own wedding, and Clayton is just standing up there.
I can't think.
This is a failure. This relationship will not work out.
I agree with you because this now shows me that she doesn't care about inconveniencing him and his standing among his family or friends.
Well, and you got to remember, she comes from a culture where machismo is a thing.
Yeah.
He's not. This sounds. This feels a little gross for me saying because I feel a little bit like men are this way, women are this way, and I don't mean it like that as much as though Clayton has no backbone.
No,
because who would do this? No one would actually go when they're literally across the hall from someone. I would knock on the fucking door and say, I'm not getting up there and marrying you unless I know you're going to be here. We need to talk about this.
Well,
the fact that he doesn't do anything and is just waiting for her to show up, I think that's less attractive to her even more.
To me, it's even
worse.
worse.
You have bruises on your arms.
I've been carrying my keyboard around and it bruises my arms.
That's better than the normal response I get.
Here's the issue. I think he wouldn't apologize. And for her, that's what she's waiting for. And
I know, but I would just want someone to come in there and say, look, this is a problem. We're either working this out or we're not. Are we getting married today or not? And we'll figure out this problem later. But
both of them are extremely stubborn.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a problem.
We'll see. We won't know until next week, everybody.
She's gonna get married. I'm saying it now. Come on.
I hope she's
She's gonna get no
for her
no.
and for him.
You hope she doesn't?
For both of them, I hope that
She's gonna get
it's a
married.
terrible match.
She's gonna get married. She's gonna get married.
I think it's a dark horse, but if they get married, they could be on Hay instead of Ashley Manuel. I don't think she's going to want to ever be on television.
No.
But if Clayton can convince her for the money, because she likes money.
Also, those
Likes money, y'all.
guinea pig and closet mom are gold.
They're gold, so I can see them putting them on Hay. And Brandy is,
Oh my God, you're right.
so I could see them being on Hay.
Him and those, oh God, I just pictured him just holding hands with her and his hands being so sweaty and those white, lily white, soft baby hands putting the ring on her, and I got sick to my stomach.
All right, just so you know, we don't have Reba, and we're at an hour. How many people do we have left?
Gino and Jasmine.
Oh, that's it. Okay, we're good.
Y'all.
Oh, sorry, my landlord's here rolling her trash bins in, so now that they're empty, so you're probably going to hear them.
She has to do that?
Well, yeah, who else does it?
Your maintenance people.
No, they don't do it. She does it.
So she stops by here every week?
Well, it used to be me. I did it.
Because who else would do it?
But then my ex said, "Why are you doing that? Do you get paid?" I'm like, "No, I just do it to be nice." And he said, "Stop doing that."
That was like the only reasonable thing he'd ever said.
One of the few things I know. I'm pretty grateful I don't do it anymore.
Why was that sad? You know what's sadder?
What?
The reflection off of your braces.
Well, now I've got the. Thank you.
Oh no! The reflection off of your
got-
adult braces.
I got a piece of spinach in there from my smoothie.
So
Got
Dana,
it.
Coco, and Gino are all at the venue.
Y'all can't hear it. It sounds like thunder, but Poodle's looking out the window because he hears my landlord.
It's wedding day. Gino's brought a backup hat.
Yeah, she's a
And-
lesbian too, my landlord. I make my checkout every month to Lavender Properties.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
Sounds like a gay rights
It does,
organization.
doesn't it?
So anyway,
Gino and Jasmine. Coco just jumps out of that scooter ready.
he's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready to act like a little queen at the reception. Y'all, if you had any reservations, Coco is gay.
Oh, yes.
Very gay
Coco
dog.
the gay dog. Coco the gay dog.
So Jasmine's talking to her makeup artist, and they're getting ready in different locations because they don't want to see each other.
Kira, I think was her name. She's like, "Are you excited?" And Jasmine's like, "Yes, I'm happy. This has been 3 years long distance. There was a lot." I'm going to say this. Jasmine's makeup look is maybe one of my favorite
Looks
bridal
beautiful.
makeup look. One of my favorite bridal
You know
looks
what
and
it is?
makeup we've ever had.
It's simple.
Exactly. It is so simple. They don't try to match any makeup to
Thank
the
you.
dress. They just did beautiful skin, a beautiful romantic eye. They didn't do a crazy eyelash.
No.
She's got fake eyelashes on, but it's not like I'm going out. And the lip, that's my
Yeah.
favorite part. Even though she has her lips are a little too much whatever filler.
Right.
But they just a beautiful blush of a lip. It's
the best she's ever looked.
with the hair.
It's the best
and the
she's ever
veil,
looked.
Stunning.
Because you don't, and I liked it when I said this is the most non-on Jasmine has ever been.
I agree with that.
And it's kind of like she's still funny and herself, but this is the most kind of, I think,
I am so grateful to be here to talk about this. It's been kind of a crazy day. And
it has been a crazy day.
I feel calmer now after talking to you about these shit people for 2 hours.
Me too, and after 2 vodkas.
I hope y'all are calmer after you listen. Sorry, it's my landlord again. There's like 7 bins, so it's going to be a lot going back and forth.
This has been a day.
Y'all,
Why
it
are there
literally sounds
7
like there's-
bins?
We've got 8 people that live in my building. There's like, it sounds like thunder
So do
going
we,
out.
and we maybe have 4.
Well, I
bins.
guess people have a lot of trash here. I don't know.
You need to be better with how much you throw away.
I'm good about it. I compost. Do you?
Me too. We
I
have a
don't-
compost.
I don't compost.
I compost.
You compost?
Yes, yes.
No, we all have the green bins. Yes,
Yeah.
we do that. I mean, do you compost like in your kitchen?
Oh no.
I'm overwhelded by it. I don't know.
It's too much.
I feel like it's too much. I don't know how
Someone
to do it.
sent me a primer on composting.
Send that to me. I would like to learn.
I think you need to put it outside because it'll smell.
Oh, I can't do that, so it'll just smell.
Yeah, can't do that.
This is
Riveting.
We need to get more information before we talk about
So,
this.
Uncle Marco is walking Jasmine down the aisle, and Uncle Marco says, "I didn't agree with this in the beginning. We remember that." And he says, "But now I feel good about it, seeing the way they feel about each other." And she said, "This is how you guys. This is this is not just a green card wedding." Because Jasmine's fought so long with Gino.
She really has.
And she says, I can't wait to hear his vows because Gino is special. And he does things that are not always normal. And she calls her sister Zuellen. I like it. It's the Latino version of Zuellen.
Zuellen.
And she says
Her sister's wearing a red made of because her dresses would have been red. I guess her maid of honor dresses.
And anyway, Jasmine breaks down and says it's incomplete because my family isn't here. My other half isn't here. But
Tier's telling her not to cry.
yeah. And anyway, Gino is so excited, saying marrying Jasmine's going to be the best moment of my life.
I'm going to give people a tip, too. I've done this with friends. And when I used to do makeup, if you are starting to cry, I'm all about crying. Feel the feelings.
Yeah.
But if you're starting to cry when you have makeup on or you can't cry in that moment, just think of a big uncut dick slapping you in the face. I'm serious. I would say this to girls. This one girl at work, she would always cry about stuff, and I would go, big dick hitting you, dick hitting you. Just hear a big dick. Sorry, she's going by. I gave it the trash can. It sounds like thunder. Just think of a
There's so much noise at your house.
It's brutal. I told you to take a gummy. Just think of a big dick hitting you in the face, and you'll stop crying. And one of my friends texted me the other day and said, I started crying. I was going into work meeting. I couldn't cry right then. And I just thought of that big dick hit me in my face, and I stopped crying. Just slapping you. It works.
I think you're right. So... No, I agree with you.
You're right.
I just thought about it. I was like, I don't think I could cry if a dick slapping me in the face. No, you're right. I was like, that's a fair point. Because number one, you're engaged with the dick. If the dick is hitting you in the face, how can you not be engaged? And it takes the thought off of you.
It does. Thank you for breaking that down.
I will say, if a dick is hitting you in the face, you just can't be devil may care.
It's so stupid.
There's no apathy.
There's no.
Because there's a dick in your face.
Dick in your face.
You got a dick in your face. You got a dick in your face.
In your face.
Dick in your face. So, anyway, she's so excited. The wedding starts, and then this is actually what choked me up a little bit.
I got emotional too.
I actually cried at this wedding.
By the way, one of the prettiest 90 Day Fiancé. The venue was gorgeous. Simple.
I liked the wedding being outside.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot of trash, a lot of bad decoration. There wasn't those horrible like white things on poles, all that crap that you normally see.
Yeah.
And
kind of like that word art at Clayton and Anali's that says just married.
That wedding looked like garbage.
It looked like a Hobby Lobby wedding.
Yeah.
But like a cheap one.
She's still going by.
Oh, I think this is the last spin. There's usually 4 runs.
So then she said, regardless of how sad I feel about my family being there, I want Gino to see how happy I am. And I thought, she's really thinking of him more than her on their wedding day.
Yeah.
And it's not that I think that should be a concern, but she is. They're thinking of each other.
Yeah.
On their wedding day. It's not just it's not her saying this is my day.
No, Gino Gino is very moved that his family is there for her
Yes.
to make her
Yes.
feel better.
And then she sees her family on Zoom, and she gets very excited.
She
and
calls him my gringo.
Yeah,
Bonito,
my
and that made me
gringo
tear
bonito.
when she said it.
And then Uncle Marco goes to see Jasmine. She's like, Mr. President. And she talks to Uncle Marco, and Uncle Marco starts to cry. And that's when I started crying. And y'all, Jasmine has fully ingratiated herself into Gino's family. They're fine now.
I think they're fine.
Yeah.
They're about Gino, her family's there via Zoom, and Jasmine's like, I can feel them there.
Yeah. I got to say, the officiant of their wedding was giving me Love is Blind officiant vibes. It's
I felt
a
like
woman in a choir robe.
I 100 think she was like a line producer or something on the show.
She got ordained.
It was Rachel. That was Rachel. That's
Yeah.
the producer we always talk about.
It looked like that. It looked like someone in like a minister's robe
Yes.
for a prop that they give to someone on Love is Blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Gino's jabs. Vows. He said, "I'll never forget the first day we spoke. Thanks for." It's really sweet, and
You make my days sunny and warm.
and when he started, y'all don't pull over.
God
I
damn
I
it.
live in the city. Gino, he starts to cry whenever he tries to speak Spanish to her. It's very sweet. And I know this is a quote people use, but when Jasmine said that quote, the two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you discover why. Mm-hmm. And you are my why. I teared up. It was
Yeah, it's very sweet.
moving. Anyway.
And she said, "You came in my life when I was lost, and I moved to the coldest place I ever known because you're my home."
That made you cry,
And
didn't
I
it?
teared up. Mm-hmm. And y'all, then later on, they kiss. They also tell the parents that the wedding is coming to Panama. So I'm sure that's what we'll see
Oh,
next
God.
time.
And Dane's going to try to help plan the wedding in Panama, and it's going to be Kay.
Dane. Oh, Dane, the
one she's not supposed to talk to anymore.
And then the announcement is they want to start making a baby.
Yeah, they're going to start doing it.
And then, y'all,
The biggest shock
the
of all.
biggest reveal. She's like, one more. They're taking pictures. One more pic without the hat, baby. And he finally takes off his hat to reveal this huge Homer Simpson chrome dome.
He's got a head.
And it is a big bald head. It's kind of hot.
I got to say,
I'm into it.
I'm kind of into it as well, but I like about. I'm saying, Gino, free the dome. Free the dome, Gino. You look hot. Y'all, I know we
Free
said this
the
before,
paint.
but there is something about Gino when you meet him in person.
I agree.
I'm going to say this. I would let Gino hit it.
I don't know. He'd just be looking down at me. And
think about 3 dirty martinis that you've had, and it's 1 a.m.
4. Where I'm barely conscious.
You wouldn't do it?
I don't know.
That means yes.
I don't know.
That's the show. You know what? We were going to talk about Capote and the Swans.
Oh, fuck.
But this is already an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it
I
here.
had a lot to do.
We are all caught up, though. It's a very... well, actually, I didn't watch the episode from last night.
I haven't either.
So we promise we will try to get that watched, and we'll do a little Capote.
Yeah,
That'll
we'll
be
do a
good.
corner.
It'll be like halfway in.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really good. We're enjoying the show. Happy Ever After. I'm optimistically hopeful for Hey. I'm excited for it.
You sweet summer child.
I know. So I know I'm going to regret it. I'm just excited not to see Andre and Liv. Like, we don't insult Bilal and we don't have a lot of the same.
No Jovi Yara. I'm kind of shocked.
I know
Yara.
I know some people are sick of Gino and Jasmine. That's fine. That's not us. I'm here for them.
I'm good
still.
with seeing them more.
It'd be nice to have a break, but I don't mind it. So I think it'll be good. So, all right, everybody, go to realitygaze.com. Look, if you want to know about our tour dates and when the best way you can do is follow our Instagram, Reality Gaze Podcast. You can follow our TikTok, Reality Gaze. And, sorry, I hit a little hiccup. A little burp. Follow us on our
I don't think you breathe enough.
We can't do this here.
No, I'm saying when you breathe, you actually gasp.
All right. We need to keep going. We will be posting. It'll be public on our Facebook group as well. So even if you're not in the Sissy Squad, yes, the dates will be posted there and information. But you can also go just our regular Reality Gaze with Maddie and Poodle on our public Facebook page. You can follow us there. And on X, the Twitter.
AKA known as AKA Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Formerly known as Twitter. Nay, Twitter.
We're on there until, I don't know, until Russia completely nukes us or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not long now.
Not long now.
It's not long now.
All right, everybody. We hope that this was a good little time for you to have some time for yourself. Find some time for yourself this week. Until then, though, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes, and if you're listening to this podcast while your lesbian landlord is rolling back your trash cans, same girl, same.
Call us.
Call us.